Hey y'all, it's Kimmie and Bam Bam. She's here hanging out with me today.
Hey y'all.
So anyways, this is going to be part 2 of my design team video for BeIrelandDesigns.com. I'm working on an Altered Smash album, and this is how far I've gotten. If you've watched video 1, you've seen this making process so far. So basically, what I've gotten done is the cover, and I've covered the whole book completely, but I haven't finished the stress in the back and grunging that up. What me and Bam thinks, so we're going to call this book, is Paris Couture, Girly Grunge. And I got my dress from here and everything, but we'll go through all of what I used and how I did it at the end of the video. But I was going to show you how far we've come, and then I was going to explain what we're going to do and some items that I pulled. I got these charms and beads right here, and I was going to make a charm dangle for the side of the book with one of these Tim Holtz clasps and some of these beads and charms from my collection. I have this weird fascination and love with lampwork beads, so I pulled a few of my favorites that blend in with the book. Why did I keep saying okay, maybe I got it out with my sister, right, Bam?
Maybe.
But anyway, I did it again. So anyways, I got some of these, what do you call these? Can't think of the name.
Female flowers.
Female flower beads, and those are roses, and then I have a cute little rose bud right here. These are like 12 millimeters, and this one I think is a 9 millimeter rose bud. Then I got some chain to add to my dangle, and I got some brass charms here. This one is just, you know, a rose right there. Then a cute little teapot. Anybody who watches my videos knows I love teacups and teapots, so that's going to go on my album. Another one of my loves is butterflies. And I love tears, so I found... I can't even think what to say. It's just out of nowhere. Mine too! But anyways, then I found some Eiffel Tower charms, so I'm going to do that since this is Paris Couture, Girly Grunge. I think it needs an Eiffel Tower. But anyways, I wanted to show you this. I'm also going to cover the inside of the book with some tattered time cardstock. Why are you doing that to me? Or, maybe, actually, you know what, maybe I'm going to use, oh, you guys, you should see this, it's funny. Maybe I'm going to use some of Tim Holtz's Crowded Attic, actually, because I have yet to use this stack. I've been hoarding it forever, and the whole purpose of this one for me is to pull some of the things that I've been hoarding and not using because they're so beautiful and I love them so much, and use those. So anyways, I'm going to fast forward and let you guys see the whole making process, and then at the end I'll go over products I used and show you what I did. And if you guys have any questions on techniques, or if you want detailed instructions without the fast forward on a certain technique, message me, let me know. I'd be glad to redo it for you in more of a slow time. Okay? So anyways, yeah, let's get this started. I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Hi guys, it's Kimmie and Bam Bam.
Hey, what's up guys?
And I'm working on filming the show and tell process of the Smash album that I altered using BeIrelandDesigns.com products for my DT project. This is the finished result. I absolutely adore how it came out. Kind of got back to, what do you call it, Bam Bam? To my roots.
Yeah.
With some grunge work, some girly grunge work. Let me explain a little bit about my process, because I did notice as I was editing videos that I was a little out of focus doing some things and then not on other things. So anyways, this is the Yellow Smash album right here. And what you see is a lot of Glitz Designs products and some pink paisley. And some hand-dyed shabbies and flowers from BeIrelandDesigns.com and some of her lace. So let me just, go through. Let me see if I can pull it over here and lay it here so you guys can see better. Okay. So right here is some Glitz Designs, like ephemera. And this is this gorgeous French Kisses paper that had like the burlap texture look onto it that I grunged and Mod Podged it with the glossy Mod Podge. This is a stenciled out butterfly that I took and I doodled around it and then added some hand doodles on here that I thought were super cute. Right here is one of the Tim Holtz dyes, the Sewing Rooms dye, and I took some of burlap fabric that I have in my stash, and I cut out dress form for right here, and this is some tulle that Barb sent me from Be Ireland Designs. She's the owner of the little shop, and this is some of the fibers that she sent me that I use kind of as like a little pom-pom underneath the flower that I made out of some of the lace that she sent me. What I did was I took some Tim Holtz Distress inks and I used tea dye and brushed corduroy and kind of just brushed it over the dye, the lace, and then I spritzed on it a little bit with some of the Sealed with a Kiss or Swack Glimmer Mist to give it that pink color. And I did a lot of glimmer misting and distressing with distress inks on here. This is one of the gorgeous hand-dyed shabbies from BeIrelandDesigns.com also. Here's one of the pink paisleys mistables that you can find on here. She also has various pieces of ephemera on her shop. Or in her shop, sorry, that you can pick up. Like this is a little piece of ephemera from her. It's like a little card that looks like it's been ripped from a binder that I distressed a little bit and added some glimmer mist and stuff. Down here is some fleur-de-lis that I painted on with my stencil, and I just grunged with okay, let me tell you, I used brushed corduroy, frayed burlap, and tea dye and distress inks. And then I used Swack, sand, and old lace and glimmer mist. And then I used Ramblin' Rose Pink and dark chocolate truffle and Lindy's. And then I used some folk art paint, which is in French vanilla and Parisian pink. Parisian? I can't say it, but you guys.
Persian?
It's like Parisian. But anyways, okay. Sorry. And then right here is a flower that I just pulled some lace from my stash because of the brown. And I just, this is a no-sew flower, and so is this one right here. And I just used some beading wire and made the flower. This is a little... What is the word? What? I can't think. It's like a little mulberry paper flower right here that I can't remember which company that's from. I got some Prima bling on here also. And, okay, let's see. And this, right here, this is one of the gorgeous dyed rolled roses that you could get from Be Ireland Designs. And there is another one. And I just kept a little stem on there. And added some feathers and pearls. And so that is the cover. Like, I don't know if you can see. Oh, and I also edged it with my archival ink. to give it like that dirty, dark look around the edge. Oh, and here's the gorgeous bows you can get from Barb's shop also. So, okay, let me turn it over. And right here's the side view of it, and it has an Eiffel Tower, a large one in the background, that I kind of covered up and like distressed over it, and so it kind of made it look like a shadow that's in there. And then I used this stamp from Inka Dinka Doo, and it says Paris on it, and I stamped over it, sort of like making the big one a shadow, and put that on my side. I distressed it, and then I also stamped some script on there with this Hero Art script stamp right here. And I just kind of, you know, made it look like old, worn-off script all over there. And then I used the pink folk art and the cream folk art paint. Sorry, guys. To do some stamping with some bubble wrap, some mixed media work on here also, and then I edged it and distressed it with distress inks, and then added another one of these gorgeous little Barb's or BeIrelandDesigns.com bows. And then here's the back. I wanted some of the paper because the paper was so gorgeous that I did want the picture of the paper to show, so I left the back pretty blank, but I did distress and do a lot of grunge work to it. And I did like the splatter dot technique with the Lindy's that has the dauber tops. And I just distressed and spritzed and distressed and spritzed and put so many layers to get it to look like that, but where you can still see the burlap texture though. I really like the fact that like the Lindy's and the Glimmer Mist is translucent, so it just adds color to the texture of the paper anyway.
So much sparkle. And
yeah, because who don't love glitter, right?
it's like pretty grunge.
So, yeah, girly grunge. So, me and Ben came up with a name for this, and we're calling it Paris Couture Girly Grunge. I made
that 5 times.
yeah. I made a dangle for my book, and I just used some of my beads, my, what do you call it, lampwork beads and stuff that's in my stash, and I did show you which ones I was deciding to use before I made them, but I just wanted to show you this is what the dangle looks like on the front of the book. And then on the inside, I did do the cover and the back cover inside of the book, and I wanted to do that so I could add this lace closure tie to where, you know, you could tie it closed. And this is the inside cover of my book. And I grunged it up and I painted it up, and like I really wanted to have a lot of pops of pink on the inside. And I used this Hero Arts background stamp right here. Like, okay, I think you can see it better on this side. Yeah. Right there. Sorry, my finger got in the way. And I just loved how that turned out, like the dark on all the different contrasting dark shades and then the lights of the pinks and stuff. And so that's how that side turned out. And then the back I used, and the paper line that I used is actually, I pulled from my stash, and it is the Tim Holtz Crowded Attic stash of paper, or my, stack, not stash, sorry. So anyways, and I just distressed it. And this one kind of had like the old letters paper right here. And then this one is like the old paper patterns. And I didn't really stamp like any images because I just loved like this vintage, like just, what do you call it? Like clothing pattern type paper. I really love that, and I thought that's stamp enough for me. And I just glimmer misted and distressed and grunged it up a lot. And then it just has the 2 ties on the sides right here. So that is my month of June's design team project. I'll add a picture of it at the end of this video. And thanks for watching. And if you see any techniques in particular that you want to see at a more slow pace, go ahead and message me. I would love to do a tutorial for you, okay? So I'll see you in the next video. And yes, Bam might want to say bye-bye.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I mean, it's just amazing. I love this book. I want to steal it from her.
Okay, so see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Toodles!